Welcome to Pigs and Bones Podcast. I'm Eric. This week we sat down with the Well Drinkers. We talked about their specific genre of bluegrass, which is different and it's eclectic and it's awesome. So I hope you guys actually go out there and listen to them. I'm featuring some of their songs on this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did talking with these guys. So continue listening. Go ahead and shout out to Civilized Creatures Entertainment Network, the group of podcasters I'm involved with. These guys are absolutely awesome. And this week's Creature Feature, which is how we showcase some of our new shows, is Welcome to My Show. Michelle she is hilarious. She dogs on herself all the time, but she still makes it funny. She also does an awesome little show called The Garbage Kitchen, which we all compete in as a network live, where we drink, taste, and eat things you probably should never eat individually, much less together. So please follow us and follow our Civilized Creatures page on Facebook. We do all of our live shows on there, and you can watch us tormenting ourselves and each other. And also wanted to do a shout out to our sponsor, BioBidet. Put the green and clean. Seriously, guys and ladies, it's a game changer. If you ever had one or you ever tried one, you would never go back to not having one. So visit their website. Follow that in my show notes. I'll have a link. Use the passcode or code word BONES. Save yourself 10% at checkout. With that, enjoy the show, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Picks and Bones. I'm your host, Eric. Tonight, we are sitting down with the Well Drinkers. So, let you guys have the opportunity to get to know these fellas and hear about their music. So, you guys want to jump on in? Why don't you introduce yourselves, and we'll go from there.
I'm Adam Bachman. Play dobro and sing harmony in band with my brother here.
And I'm Jake Bachman, and I sing and I play guitar and mandolin.
It's awesome. I know you guys sent me over a couple of tracks to that we're going to feature on here. And dude, I'm serious. You blew me away with that one. That thing is it sounds so old school and haunting. I'm like, man, everybody should be loving on this song for sure.
Yeah. He's talking about the ball and chain song.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Man, that thing. Yeah.
It's I think that both of those tracks actually that we sent you, we home recorded.
Okay, well, since we're actually talking about that now, let's go into that. How did you go about recording that ball and chain song? Because it almost sounds like an old school, like 1940s recording with a can microphone.
So that I the crime is loving you. There comes dawn, I'm gonna feel it rain. I'm gonna break these ball and chain. Break the shackles of your life.
Yeah, so we did that live. Our bass player, Josh, he's a recording genius. He actually spent a lot of time working in the studio in New Orleans. And we went over to his house one day, set up in his living room. He set up 3 or 4 microphones, just, bass mic. And we ran through it live, and he mixed it, and that was it. Took 1 or 2 takes, and he did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
We were really just doing it for practice. I mean, practice just to do around, try to get our mix right, and we kind of liked how that one turned out. But, that one was totally live, and we didn't, dub anything on that one. It was just came out how it was.
And see,
it was, Josh Riley is the guy's name on that recorded and played bass, and then our guitar player, Matt Fass, was playing guitar on that.
Yeah, that song, I mean, seriously, the way he, how he had everything set up to mix that sound down, man.
Well, the room that we recorded in, it's just wood paneling on the walls. It's got wood floors. I mean, there's nothing studio-like about it. So we were a little bit nervous, or at least I was a little bit skeptical and nervous when we got in there and started doing it. But the room just sounded amazing. Yeah,
it's killer. It is so killer. And since we're already talking about, some of your original stuff, how do you guys, when you guys are writing and everything, how do you go about it? What's your process? Everybody has a different one.
I'll let you try this off, Jake, if you do more writing than I do. So.
I don't know. That's a tough question. That's a good question, too. I don't know. It seems like every time is different, maybe. Usually just kind of something comes to you, and it could be when you're sleeping, it could be when you're walking the dog, and you have a little melody in your head, and, usually the first couple lines of something starts coming out without really knowing what the song's going to be. It's just something you're thinking about, and then, it just kind of builds from there. Usually about half or 3/4 of the song is kind of already written by the time I start, putting music to it and actually writing it down. So, but each time is different, weird.
Okay. I mean, that's a good answer. I mean, I know, some people go ahead and they get a melody in their head and they jump off with it. Or, I've talked to several people and their whole deal is, they get all the words first and then they let the words drive what the music's going to be. And it sounds like you're kind of combining everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm a patient enough person to sit down and be really diligent about writing songs. So it's just, they kind of come along a little haphazardly.
I understand. So now when you guys say when you're playing a cover of a song, how do you guys do it to kind of make it yours? If you take that approach. I mean, some people just play it the way it is. Some people try to put their own little spin on it to make it theirs. I mean, there is no right or wrong or rhyme or reason. It's just whatever works for you guys. But, what's you guys take on that?
For the covers, what's one of the covers that we do kind of different?
We do a couple of them. I mean, I can't take credit for the way we do them, but, we do Purple Rain, White Yoke, and did that, which he's kind of the master of doing covers in his own unique way. We do That's a Song I Love It, and Set Song. And Buddy Miller did that, and he's one of the masters of making it unique. And from a vocalist standpoint, what I've noticed about those guys and what I don't want to say I tried to emulate, but I guess I do, is it's kind of all just about the way you intonate words and about the phrasing of the melodies. And they change it up, and I always found that kind of that really just set their song apart from the original, which I like. I'd rather hear, if somebody's going to cover something, in my opinion, I'd rather hear them cover it completely different.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, anybody can do a cookie cutter, but when you can kind of make it your own and where you can tell, okay, this is the Well Drinkers doing this song. That to me, that shows that, you grasp your craft. Well, and even that being said, since we're kind of jumping into the music and everything, kind of give everybody an exclamation or explanation of where you feel like you guys fit in the musical genre.
Well, we've had discussions about that. We call ourselves Neo-Appalachian grass music.
I love it.
We do kind of blur a lot of lines, because we do some really traditional bluegrass songs like, Reuben's Train and You Get a Line and some real old traditional ones. We also do a lot of like country tunes, like Willie Nelson songs and
Waylon Jennings.
And so, I mean, I think it's appropriate that we call ourselves Neo-Appalachian music. But it's really music driven by harmony, first and foremost. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that don't do harmonies. I think that really drives the song and sets people apart.
Exactly.
And we're lucky enough to where, you hear people talk about brother harmonies all the time. We're lucky enough to where we're actually brothers. So it's a little bit easier for our voices to blend.
Well, and I mean, the only other brothers that anybody knows anything or gives a damn about out of North Carolina are the Avett brothers. And, they've got that same kind of harmony going on.
Right, yeah. They've thrived off of that.
Well, and I mean, and you guys, you can tell when you guys are singing together, you can tell that, okay, these guys are related. Because there's that certain tonality that people have, like you're saying, it's that brother harmony, or that, you get the sister harmony. You can tell when it's a family member singing with a family member, because it actually just kind of gives you levels and layers of one voice, but then just really creates that whole, perfection, if you will. Because I mean, it's enriching.
And it's easier. I think it's
it is easier.
It's a lot easier to sing without them than anybody else I've ever sung with. It's more effortless than you would imagine.
I really don't know why, because but the times I've played with other lead singers, like who are fantastic, really good singers, it's just naturally harder for me to harmonize with them. And I don't know if there's no scientific reason why. I guess our voices are just similar enough to where it works out. But
well, and with the fact that you guys kind of do that, as you put it, the Neo-Appalachian grass. With that, that's, you find those harmonies more in a bluegrass music than you would, or even country, than you would in anything else. Which, I mean, I think you guys are just kind of staying true to who you are.
Right, and that's kind of something, we didn't want to call ourselves a bluegrass band, because we're not a traditional bluegrass band, but we do a lot of grass songs, so that's kind of going into that vein of trying to stay true to who we are, and, not fool people when they see a description of ourselves and whatever.
Well, then let me ask you this. What do you think the definition of modern bluegrass is?
Of modern bluegrass?
Modern bluegrass.
It's very jammy, jamgrassy. You've seen a lot of really good jamgrass bands out there. Infamous Stringbusters, I mean, Green Sky.
Well, I mean, Billy String, honestly, with him, there's been a lot of people over the past 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, that have kind of taken bluegrass to the next level. It's pretty wild with him, though. He's kind of taken it, while he's still really jamgrass, he's kind of taken it a little bit more from almost like a rock star kind of level.
Mm-hmm.
With stuff, he's appealing to a lot different, almost a lot different crowd, but I think a lot more people. So the definition of modern bluegrass, I don't know that it has turned out, still kind of evolving, really.
I get it. Because, I mean, I think a lot of that started with Newgrass Revival back in the 70s for kind of, you know, kind of taking everybody to that next level of bluegrass. Now, are you guys, I mean, I know you don't really classify yourself as bluegrass, but have you guys thought about joining IBMA? Because, I mean, you guys fit right into that.
Yeah, well, IBMA, I don't know if this is the last year they've had it in Raleigh or not, but I actually live in Charlotte, which is not far from Raleigh.
Yeah.
And have thought so many times about going up to the IBMA festival. Would love to do it. Hasn't really been on our radar.
Well, it's just been new. That's what I was trying to tell people. With me, I mean, obviously we're brothers, and we, you know, played together. You know, played music for a while together. But we just started playing out 9 months ago together. 9 months ago, I had a gig canceled with another singer that I was doing, and I just called Jake out of the blue and was like, "Hey, are you free tonight? You want to play a gig together?" And from there, we kind of ran with it. But we've only been playing out together for 9 months, so we really haven't had time to delve into, you know, trying to book these festivals. But hopefully, that's in our future.
So, what got you guys into music to begin with?
I guess because it was cool. I wanted to play, I wanted to play guitar. We always grew up, playing, and I had a mandolin when I was really little kid that my uncle gave me, and I played that for a while. And then I wanted to play guitar, and I was kind of done with playing traditional bluegrass and traditional stuff. So I bought an electric guitar, and I guess 17 years later, kind of come immediately circled back where I started when I first started singing.
I mean, we both did bands in high school. I mean, we went to Blue Ridge High, which I don't know how they're doing now. Back in the day, Blue Ridge High had a really prominent band or whatever. So we both did band in high school, and I actually, my first instrument that I bought, other than that band, was a bass guitar from Jake. So I used to play with Jay, bass guitar, just around the bedroom family.
Yeah.
But we didn't really start doing bluegrass stuff until recently.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing dobro?
I've been playing dobro for about almost 5 years now. My neighbor growing up, Joe Littell, is a phenomenal dobro player, and he's kind of the guy that got me into playing dobro. He's a really, really good dobro player with more blues-sided than bluegrass. But he got me into playing dobro when I was about 20 years old. He was just like, I was home for the weekend, and he was like, "Hey man, you want to buy a dobro?" And I'd always loved the sound of it. I was like, "Sure, I'll give it a shot." Before then, I was a drummer, and so I bought one, and it's hard to find somebody to teach you to play dobro. So I just kind of started fooling around with it on the couch on my own, just watching TV and fooling around with it, and kind of went from there with it. And, finding YouTube videos, I mean, the knowledge at your fingertips,
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like you can, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anybody advertising for giving dobro lessons.
Yes, it's not super common. It really isn't. You see a little bit more pedal steel and lap steel.
Yeah.
But not a whole lot of dobro anymore.
And it's such a unique instrument that adds such a great character to whatever song you're playing, because it's got that rich sound that, a lap or a pedal steel don't have.
It's a very vocal instrument.
It is.
It's very vocal. You can get a lot of emotion out of that instrument. And a lot of slide instruments, people say they're crying. You're making that slide cry. So they're very vocal.
Okay, so let me ask you guys, and you guys can answer this separately. What was the first band? I mean, I know you guys were in band when you were in high school and everything. What was the first actual band you played in?
I remember. It was actually I played in a punk rock band called ADD.
Nice.
And the only reason I got invited to play in that band was because I had a bass guitar. and they needed somebody to play bass guitar. So, yeah, went out on the weekend, spray painted my hair red, and went and played punk rock shows with them.
That's awesome. I love it. Adam, how about you?
I think the first person I played with was when I was down at Clemson. This was 6 months or so after I picked up Dobro. I started playing with a singer-songwriter called Margot Silker from California. She's really, really fantastic. She's back in California now, but she's really, really good. So I think she was the first person I really started actually playing outside the living room with, other than, drums in high school.
Okay. Now, how long have you guys been, this project, the Well Drinkers, how long have you guys actually been out playing and everything?
I want to say close to around, I guess, 9
or 10 months.
Yeah,
I guess hasn't been all that long that we've been out playing as with this group.
Yeah, not consistently 9 months. We've done a few shows a month at the beginning, then didn't play for 2 months, and then did a few more. So we're getting more and more into it. We just recorded our first single up at Echo Mountain recording in Asheville, which is a really great studio. And that single's out now, on Spotify and all that. So we're starting to get more, I guess, committed to it now.
That's awesome. What have been some of your favorite venues to play at since you guys been playing and started?
Some of my favorite venues, anywhere in Asheville. I love Asheville. We grew up right on the North Carolina border, right in between Greenville and Asheville, so we kind of got the best of both worlds. As far as playing venues go, I really like playing anywhere in Asheville personally.
Yeah, anywhere in Asheville's good.
But Greenville's got some great spots. Bella's really fun to play. Bella.
Bella always has a really good crowd. I really, really, really enjoyed playing there in Greenville. We actually played the place that you, I think, were out at last time.
Yes, the Little River Yacht Club.
River Yacht Club. That place was killer, and I remember that. I remember driving by that place 1,000 times.
Yeah, it's an old bar.
And I'd never actually been down there, so that was a pretty cool place to play. It's a cool spot, just right on the river, and you got people floating down.
Yeah.
Listening, popping out, going to get a drink.
And I got to tell you, that was actually the first time I've driven by it 1,000 times. That was the first time we've ever gone in there. And I was like, man, this place is a heck of a lot cooler than I thought it would be. Especially when you get out on the deck and, you guys were playing and, I'd seen that you guys were playing. I'm like, you know what? Because I'd pulled your music up and I'm like, told my wife, I said, we're going to go check these guys out. I said, I'll see if, maybe we'll get them on the show. And, that just ended up being a great night. I mean, you guys sounded great. It's a great venue. The sound carries out there really well. So I had no complaints whatsoever with it. What do you guys, I know you've gone to concerts and everything, but when you're up there playing, what do you want somebody sitting out in that audience to take away from it?
I guess probably, I don't know, I mean, probably different things for everybody. For me, I like writing songs. I probably like writing songs and singing more than I do playing. I love playing, but writing songs has been really where my passion is at. And I was telling Adam before, I always I think it's interesting when you hear a song you don't really know what it's about.
Yeah.
And you get to form your own opinions, and you kind of get to paint your own picture in your mind of what that song is about. And that's, I think, what I enjoy the most when people listen to, particularly our original stuff, is kind of them painting a picture in their mind of what they think it's about.
That's a really good explanation of it. I like a good storytelling, especially if it's done in song, and not everybody grasps that. And that's why I think you guys have got a handle on it. So props. You're kind of you're ahead of the game there. And that's, that all just goes back to your roots, because Appalachian music is about storytelling. And it's to elicit an emotion, whether it's you want to get angry and go cut somebody, or your crops, every bit of your crops died. So it's that appreciation for Appalachian music.
That's probably one of the most satisfying things, is having, whether it's good or bad emotion, having somebody tell you that they relate to that song, having somebody or a thing you played, whatever it was, that's probably one of the most satisfying things for somebody.
So, who were you guys' influences?
Who were we? What? I'm sorry.
Who were your influences musically?
I know. Well, I know both of us. We listened to a lot of the Beatles and the Allman Brothers growing up, kind of classic rock and southern rock. That was the very first stuff I remember listening to, is Allman Brothers, the Beatles, things of that nature. But as I got older, I diversified a lot. I went through like the punk rock phase, the Green Day phase in middle school.
Yeah.
And listened to, and then, further on into the jam bands like Dave Matthews, which I still love listening to. And then, but throughout all of that, there was always that traditional bluegrass in the background. Our dad would put it on a guitar, or, so that was always kind of in the background. So I was listening to it. It was just never at the forefront until I got a little bit older.
I got you.
There's a 88.7 WMCW.
Love that station.
Just kind of, growing up where we did, like Adam was saying, our dad would just, I remember had it on all the time. And, you couldn't help but get inundated with things that you didn't really know you were getting inundated with.
Right.
So you started to develop this catalog of folks, and then years later you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's, House Rap Family, I didn't even know that I remember who that was after I kind of left them. But that was super, super, super important, because it's almost like knowledge, and it's just gained by osmosis. You don't even know that you're getting cultured that way.
So did you guys ever listen on Friday nights for the World Cafe? So you were checking out like all kinds of weird music that you never wanted to know about?
Yeah, the World Cafe is incredible. That's one of the most don't care about what you think kind of shows. They'll have anybody on there. And
yeah, that's what's great. Well, and it's so culturally diversified that you never know what you're going to hear week to week.
Yeah.
And that I gotta, like I said, I've always been a fan of that station. So, that's your when you're just sitting around just chilling and just got something playing in the background. That's the one you go to.
Absolutely.
I think that's how you become a better musician. You listen to a bunch of different genres. I was able to actually meet Jerry Douglas a couple months ago.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was an awesome guy, he's an awesome guy. And I was lucky enough to kind of meet him through Billy Cardine, who's an incredible neighborhood player up in Weaverville, who, again, I was lucky enough to meet. But first thing Jerry said was play as many different people, as many different types of music as you can. That was when I said, hey, man, what piece of advice would you give me? That's the first thing he said. So if he said it, it's probably pretty important.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, we're going to jump into what I kind of call the bare bones of things. I'm going to throw you guys some random questions. You guys just kind of give me the answer, the first thing that pops into the top of your head. And you guys can choose to answer separately or together. It's all good. What would be your death row meal?
Death row meal? Oh, man.
Death row meal? I'll be honest with you, probably any type of Mexican food.
Okay.
That's true. We just checked the Mexican restaurant. I could probably second that.
All right. Chicken wings, drums or flats, dry rub or sauce?
I'm going dry rub, and I'm going wings.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that stuff's so damn messy. You know, like, you gotta wash your hands. You gotta.
When it's easy, dry rub can be tough to get it right.
So now, are you guys the type of guys that are like me? You just want chicken wings. You don't give a damn if it's flats or drums as long as you got your wings.
Well, I kind of like flats, to be honest with you. I mean, I'll eat them both.
But you're more of a flats kind of guy.
I'm a flat guy. I'm definitely a flat guy.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Nobody's ever asked me that before. I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, but you got an opinion in your head about it.
All right, a song or band that's stuck in you that you're stuck on right now that you just can't get enough of.
Larry Park. I have Larry Park on repeat while I'm at work all day for like 2 weeks.
I guess Mandolin Orange. Yeah, I've been binging them. They're incredible.
They are. They really are. Okay, your all-time favorite book.
Favorite book, Great Gatsby.
Good one.
Didn't think you had a Great Gatsby. I don't want to say, man.
Hey man, I've had everything from Clifford the Big Red Dog to I never read a book in my life. So anything you say is enriching.
I honestly, I was one of them kids growing up that read the Harry Potter book.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
They're good books, man.
I thought you were going to say Twilight.
Hey, I'll tell you this. Kevin Dedman from Dirty Grass Soul, that was the same answer he gave. He's a Harry Potter fan, and everything when they came out, his mom took him straight to the bookstore, the local bookstore, to be able to buy his copy so they both could read it. So, hey, kudos. I read all of them myself, so I really can't complain either. Okay.
And you know what?
Go ahead.
Movies are great, but you can't beat the book.
You really can't. You really can't. Okay, what was your first record, cassette, CD that you bought on your own that you picked out?
I don't know that I remember.
I think mine was the Beatles, I want to say. I think mine was the Beatles, just the Beatles. It might have been Yellow Submarine, I think was my first one, Beatles, Yellow Submarine.
I really don't remember. I know, I think it might have been Neil Young, Decade.
Okay.
On tape. I think it had that on, it was the first on cassette.
Yeah, you cassette, yeah. Like mine was CD.
All right. First concert you ever went to?
Leonard Skinner.
What the Leonard Skinner song? I did not know that.
Well, the reformed Leonard Skinner.
Well, yeah. I don't know if I remember that. My first concert. Might have been, I guess it might have been Dave Matthews.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was in high school, yeah.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, definitely Star Wars.
Good answer. Do you guys have each of you have like a personal mantra or a life, little, few word life philosophy that you guys kind of try to go by?
Any life philosophy?
I don't know that I do.
No, I don't drink too much.
Well, we all, Kim and I always have to remind each other and tell ourselves when we're around the house. Don't get upset about things that are out of your control.
Yep.
So I feel like we say that 2 or 3 times a day to each other. If something's going wrong at work, or the neighbors are getting noisy, well, don't get upset about things that aren't in your control.
That's a good one. Okay, one song, it doesn't matter how many times you've heard it, that if it comes on your playlist or comes across the radio, the volume goes up and that's just your jam. What is it?
Honestly, probably the Drive-By Truckers, Carl Perkins Cadillac.
Oh, yeah, good one.
I can't. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe they call me the Winds, Leonard Skinner. I mean, can't help turn that one up.
All
They
right.
call me the Breeze. Sorry.
It's a good one. A person living or dead you wish you could take the stage with one time.
Living or dead. I kind of like to meet Neil Young. I think if I had one person, it'd be Neil Young. I feel like he'd be pretty easy to have a conversation with. Maybe he wouldn't.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I go traditional here, and well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, you can't. I mean, I'd love to meet somebody like Hank Sr. or somebody like that. You know, somebody that started it all.
Hey, is any person living or dead.
Yeah, maybe Hank Sr.
All right, one more big doozy of a question for you. Who besides yourselves should people be listening to right now?
He decides if he could be listening.
Yeah, so many people.
Oh, yeah, so many people.
I mean, to name a few. I mean, Mandolin Orange. You mean locally or just in general?
Just in general. I mean, it could be locally. It's just your choice.
Right. I mean, yeah, Fresh Trump Steak Revival. I mean, Mandolin Orange.
And there's just so much. I don't know. There's so much good local music too. Like
Yeah.
pretty much everybody that we play with has their side things too. And Matt Fastos, he plays guitar for us, and amazing guitar player. Adam plays with James Tucker. There's just so much good local music in Greenville, Asheville, Charlotte.
Andrew Wakefield, he's fantastic. Again, another local. I mean, there's a lot of really good people. I mean, we can name a billion people across the country, but locally there's a ton too. So
Darby Wilcox.
She's awesome.
DY, there's a lot.
All right. You guys got any shout outs you want to give?
Well, we did just record a video with one of our good friends, Quentin. We were down at his cabin, recorded a video, and want to give a shout out to the Cow Skeleton Records. They're kind of helping put that on. We're playing up in when is that?
Well, we played Grey Eagle a couple weeks ago in Asheville with Cow Skeleton Records. But we're playing in Asheville again at Burger Bar coming up. But no, we just we released a video that we recorded at Quentin's house, the song Blackbird. It's on YouTube. You can check it out on there. But we recorded it, and we recorded a cabin at our friend Quentin's house for that show at Grey Eagle. So that one, and then also just on Spotify, the single we just recorded and released called Sarah's Sorrow. A really good, really good another original song. A little bit on the grassier side actually. That's our first single out there on Apple Music and Spotify.
Okay.
Maybe just check it out. Get it down.
Hey, it sounds great. Well, guys, I'm not going to keep you. I really appreciate you taking time on your schedules to be able to come on the show and, let an old guy talk to you for a little while. And
thanks for having us, man.
I know.
Yeah, I appreciate you having us.
No, you guys are great, and I look forward to checking out your next show and hopefully getting some more people who have turned on to you guys, because you guys are great. Seriously, I mean, you guys got something special going on, so I think everybody needs to get out there and check you guys out. And now, with that being said, folks, thank you guys. Thanks everybody for listening. Don't forget to like and share. We're on Facebook. We're on iTunes. We're on Spotify. We're on just about anything where you can find a podcast. And that, my friends, is how we end the show. Thank you. Keep listening. Keep rocking. And we appreciate you.